Hello everybody, thank you for your presence today. My name is Lorenzo from BI Network, and today I would like to talk about a very up-to-date topic in the world of BI, which is how worthy is data discovery without data sharing. The title of the webinar already states the key concept in it, which is the value of sharing. This is because data discovery solutions with the relative dashboards and analytics are ever more widespread in companies. But there is often a discrepancy between the data and the sharing of this information, which is the thing that should create the value for the company and for the people in the company. Today, we're going to see what are some actionable solutions. First of all, the program is a quick introduction about BI Network, some important disclaimer about the value of data, and thirdly, some real-life application and use cases. So, BI Network, our mission is perfectly in line with today's topic, which is simplifying the analysis, the managing, and the sharing of the data. In order to allow companies to continuously improve their interpretation and to create real value added. The client and the data constitute our focus. We aim to create a real bond which provide concrete results in the company through control and continuous monitoring. Developing architecture will respond to these specific needs constitutes our work since 2001, starting from the BI, going through data discovery, and landing today in the big data world. In practical terms, we want to save time for our clients through a more conscious and simplified data management, or through what we call simplification. In other words, the simplification as a constant active process in the company, where sharing the information is a chance of growth and continuous improvement. Before we get into the heart of things, let's ask ourselves a couple of questions. First of all, does BI and reporting integrate with each other? Data discovery is ever more present, but what happens when we really want to share the data? Then how do we share the data and information and dashboard with the less smart levels in the company? And how to coordinate the inside and the outside of the company. Before we answer this question, I would like to quickly read through a quote from the Research Institute Gartner, which reads, "The strong need to access business data, together with the IT department inability to accommodate it, has manifested itself in several self-service BI attempts in many companies. The vendor answered with many mass applications, often cloud-based and easy to implement and utilize. These solutions are being used across many sectors in the company without the involvement of IT, creating incoherence, inhomogeneities, incompleteness of the data, arbitrary KPI, and also the failure in sharing the acquired knowledge." So, like we said before, the information, there's plenty of dashboards and analytical in the companies today, and the information often remains stored in those applications. So this information is only visible to the users who have access to this information and also can interpret the information. But the problem is that not everyone is able to or wants to utilize the dashboards to gather the information. It is thus necessary to integrate the data discovery with a process of data sharing, which is simple and effective. This process should aim to share insights in a clear way that is useful across every company's level. So, as we said, the common user is not only capable of handling this task, and also the common user requires just-in-time presentation, which is ready to be shown to suppliers, clients, or colleagues. The key is having this information accessible in a quick and accessible and easily accessible way. This is where BI report comes into play, because it allows, for example, to schedule the release of reports by selecting a mailing frequency, or by sending them on demand. In this instance, on the screen you can see that I'm sending a report with the most recent available data. Furthermore, it is possible to visualize the report from an access point which is accessible through a credential or via single sign-on mode. Inside this access point, we can see that it's possible to filter the report, to visualize, and eventually export the data, which is the only data which is relevant to us. So this same report which I sent earlier was developed for a double purpose. First of all, it was supposed to be a monthly mail with the most recent data, but also this report was supposed to give the ability for the user in this particular case, a gas station franchisee, to visualize his own data on demand for a specific time interval without having to surf through countless emails. So another feature of our product comes from the fact that looks often matters. So the reporting will have to abide by often very demanding aesthetic expectations. This is why it is important for it to be pixel perfect, in order to give the report designer the highest degree of control over the object's layout in order to achieve an optimal appearance. Other very important features are adding text coming from a Word file, embedding, maintaining the original font and alignment. Using images to complete the appearance of a report we might need to be printed out on paper for a technical meeting. In this particular case, the Zooprophylactic Institute of Venice, which is a health research laboratory employed in prevention, research, animal well-being and food safety, wanted to develop a yearly technical overview destined to online consultation, but also to the press, which needed to associate images and text to data coming from click view analysis. The requirements were therefore to have the report easy to reproduce with a yearly frequency, respecting the same layout structure. Also, having the ability to navigate to the bigger reports using bookmarks in a PDF structure is another very handy feature of BI report. In this instance, this report was developed from the answers to a series of questions in order to analyze the customer satisfaction. This report, which gets sent out monthly to every point of sales, can be navigated by the user to help him better understand what are the critical parts. So the last aspect of our product is the multi-data source. We know that data in a company are more and more spread across several units and departments. The reporting must therefore allow to have data stemming from a single document without having to navigate several dashboards or different tools. The report becomes an organic consolidation of data coming from the BI, from the click world, but also from relational databases in the company like Oracle and S.r.l, thus distributing the information in a complete and homogeneous way, even though it comes from different data sources. So this is it for our product preview. Thank you very much for your attention and interest in BI Network, and I prompt you to send your questions to the contact email provided below. Thank you very much.